Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Welcome to Mobile Legends. You have slain an enemy. First blood. Legendary.
Find me in the corner of the
Welcome.
Hello everybody, good evening and welcome back to 10 and 8 ePlay. It's been a very long time, hope you guys haven't missed us too much. And tonight's DECA Cup tournament resumes on a high level, actually, very high level. 26 teams registering and only 16 making it into the main tournament itself. Pre-qualifiers were played, definitely played off stream because we're a lot of teams, but yeah, here we are tonight to kick off the DECA Cup tournament. Let's see who will make it to the top stages. Before we join the teams in the draft phase, let's quickly take a look at the teams, the 16 teams participating with us tonight. Might not be too bright, but hope you guys can see just clearing up. We've got Group A, Alpha Zeros, Hexadecimalz. What the heck are these guys? I think that's Outwit Esports. And hang on, I need a better view of this. Yeah, this is definitely the tournament you guys have been looking forward to. Where did I put it? Ah, there you are. Yes, so Alpha Zeros, Hexadecimalz, Outwit, White Lotus. Then in Group B we've got Onyx, 7th Era. That's actually a relatively new team. What's that? SNI, Undead Allianc3, Dark Knights, Fierce Legends, Itoki Clan, Suicide Squad, BSK, Berserkers actually, Kaizen's, Nature's Beast, and Quantum Circle. I'm sorry for the third guys in Group B. I can't really see the names right now because like it's only the logo I'm looking at, but yeah, those are the teams, the 16 teams qualified for the DECA Cup tournament. We should be seeing some crazy action from these two teams, but today's matches are between Outwit Esports and Alpha Zeros making the opening game, Hexadecimalz taking on White Lotus in the second game, and SNI going against Undead Alliance. I'll definitely go and look for the name of these guys because I feel they're very good and they deserve some, you know, some views. Oh damn, I need to look this up. So yeah, done with the introduction, and draft phase should be popping up right about now. Let me know if you guys consider the screen small. I'll definitely need to make some adjustments on that, but for now, drafts are almost done. We've got Atlas, Beatrix, 1-1 ban off the sides of OE, and then for Alpha Zeros they're going to be taking out Nathan, Glue, and Carry. Powerful bands, really interesting. I mean, those are all very meta heroes, so it just really makes sense to actually get them off the tournament. Draft phase over, and here we stand. Why aren't you guys ready for violence tonight? Warrior of Light, what's wrong? Actually, I forgot to turn on the music. My bad. This game is better with sound on. So, I didn't get a chance to introduce the heroes. We've got Xborg for Outwit Esports on the XP lane. Aulus jungle, Melissa Gold, Lolita Room, Eve, and oh yeah, I've gotten everyone. Very strong picks. Oh, we've got an early invade here from the Grok. Off the sides of Alpha Zeros with Cecilion as a mid lane mage. Big Daddy Hades will be jungling Barat. Zaddy is going to be playing Esmeralda against Xborg on the XP lane. We've got Clint versus Melissa Gold lane. And from the obvious invade, Grok as a roamer. Didn't actually get the buff. And I don't think he really accomplished his mission. Flickers into safety. Lethal Wanderer spawning next. I think Hades is going to have a free one here. Definitely. Already from the first game, there's a lot of action going on here. So much damage, so much invade. Take a look at that Cecilion's damage, and he's not even, doesn't even have an item yet. Already dealing a tank that much damage. XP lane though, Esmeralda definitely bound to win this. Actually, definitely bound to win this matchup. Esmeralda really stomps Xborg on the XP lane. Just take a look at that damage. Absolutely insane. Grok though, still not relenting in this invade. Will he get the buff? Nope. And by the way, just a quick oh, that was a nice gank on gold lane. Sorry, missed it. Just a quick disclaimer. Apparently, the African server got taken down, or the West African / Nigerian server got taken down about last week, shortly before the tournament kicked off. So if you see some, unusual plays, like where some skills are supposed to connect and they didn't connect, that's just due to the server issues, because right now they're playing on EU server 120 ms and hopelessly not more. But yeah, just apologizing in case you guys see something that's not supposed to be. First turtle easily secured there by Hades, still maintaining his title as one of the best junglers on the server. I mean, the facts and the stats say it all. Although they weren't the ones that won or were they? The previous DECA Cup tournament, I believe the finals was done between Hexadecimalz versus Saviors Esports. I think that's what they were called then, if they hadn't rebranded. But it was still a Hades matchup versus Psycho, so very, very fun match actually, a best of 5. I can't actually remember who won, but I believe it was Hex. Still more ganks going on the top lane, Melissa being an object of focus here. Really, really being clobbered on this top lane. Meanwhile, Xborg forced to rotate towards the mid lane, leaving Esme to gather as much gold as she possibly can. Drought phase has gone already. You can quickly, go back a few minutes to check out their bans if you're still interested in seeing that. Alpha Zeros are already pulling away here. They've got a 3k gold lead in their favor. Let's follow Barrett and see what happens. Once again, another gank on Melissa. Quick to pop the ultimates, tries to stay safe, but still not going to be able to survive a 4v1 gank. Meanwhile, Esmeralda though, really giving Xborg a tough time on this XP lane, and no one's doing anything about it from Outwit Esports. As one team ganks the lane, you should gank the opposite lane. Though it might really be hard to kill Esmeralda, but still. And the fact that they just keep leaving Melissa to die. Even the top lane tower is almost done. Still, a lot of invades coming on here from this mid lane. Red tree easily secured. Got an engage coming out. Cecilion. Bat Feast. I believe that's what the skill is called. Indeed, she is suffering. And yet another turtle to be easily secured by Hades and Alpha Zeros. Some new team names, but definitely no new players that well, maybe there are some new players, but these aren't people that we don't know. Got Big Daddy Hades maintaining that name, never changing. Rockstar Alfie. I actually didn't even notice that this Grok is Alfie. one of the best tanks to ever play for Superstars Qinekt, and definitely one of the best tanks in the server. Damn, there was no damage there from Xborg, literally, and he hasn't even built his anti-cuirass yet to protect him, or has he? No, he hasn't. Hasn't even completed the cursed helmet, and I doubt he's going to complete it though. I think he's going straight for the guardian helmet. 4 minutes and 3 kills. Yep, you said it. Oh, top lane, more ganks, but this one was more focused on Clint. He got away. Grok to save the day. Another tower going down on the bottom lane, but we've got some action here. Killing spree for Clint already. Hang on. I just realized Clint actually has the 3 kills for his team. That's mad. Outwit. Oh, nice engage there from Esmeralda. Very, very wonderful initiation there. Can they get the kill on Lolita? Taking a lot of damage though, and Barats will be able to get that kill. Real world manipulation popped out here by Loki, trying to see if he can get some kills. Highly doubt that. Super tanky off the sides of Alpha Zeros. Very, very tanky lineup. Esme going in for another engage, catches Xborg's weakness, and he gets taken down. 7 kills to the sides of Alpha Zeros. They are taking this game by the neck. Not a single kill for you guys, Outwit, but they can still pull through. Late game is still possible. Late game is still possible. Melissa, Eve, Aulus, got some very, very strong late game heroes here. Maybe that might have been their downfall though, because they picked more late game heroes than early. Although Melissa should still be able to have a bit of an easier time against Clint in the early game, but unfortunately she didn't, and now she's slacking off. 040 KD with practically just 1 item built so far. Even take a look at Aulus, taking so much damage here from Clint. No idea what exactly happened to the server. All we're hoping for is that it gets it's returned, because definitely it's going to affect a lot of gameplays in this match, you know. Oh, Melissa is going to force the engage, but there was no way she could get those kills. It was a very, very wonderful play actually. If she had a little bit more damage, I guess she might have been able to take down Cecilion and Clint, but unfortunately that was not the case. Grog going in with that flicker, but too much throwing damage takes him down. Are we looking at a 15-minute match here? Underfarmed, overganked, you name it. Melissa went through a lot on that lane, getting very, very regular visits from members of Alpha Zeros. I mean, there was literally four heroes to gank one squishy, unfortunate marksman. I mean, Grok and Clint would have been enough to get the job done, but Cecilion and Barats just had to be there to, you know, make sure she didn't even get to enter the grave. Xbox looking for some damage, so is Melissa. Good backline from Esmeralda, and Cecilion and Clint will be happy to follow up. Xbox and Lolita running for their life. Green still catches. That's a triple kill. No maniac for you, unfortunately. Lord Lee isn't going to give you that easily. Ah, wait, this resolution is bad. Let me turn that up. Ah, yeah, that's much better. Mid lane inhibitor taken down. Lord quickly jumped on. No time. need to end fast before Melissa starts dishing out damage, because I think she's already starting to dish out some damage. She's already starting to dish out some damage, I believe. Demon Hunter Sword is almost complete. Those two, and then you know she start dishing out some decent damage that might be able to take them to a longer part of the game and probably give them the victory, but still have to hold that as long as they can. Xbox though in a very, very bad situation. Well, not as bad as it was meant to be. The engage was good. The follow-up from Eve was equally amazing. And here comes the engage. Conceal immediately countered. Here's Lolita. Boy. Aluminum blast, but that's not going to be enough to save it from the hammers of the Lord. GG's game 1. 10-minute gameplay. 18 kills, I believe. 18 kills to 1. Wait, and 14 kills to 2. I didn't get to 18. I'm sorry. Misinformation. But GG's game 1. The first game comes to a close. MVP Clint. Very, very fantastic gameplay. Considering the fact that these guys actually played on the yellow ping, it's definitely nice. So team 2, if you guys are in the chat, jump onto the game and we'll see you guys in the lobby while we take a very, very brief break, get some keywords from our host, and we'll meet right back here. Let me not keep you guys bored there before that thing makes you guys sleep. I mean, it's already late as it is. But yeah, glad to be back, Rockstar. I've actually missed streaming. You know, had to deal with some issues, but we're back. Best of one. Nice to see you too, John. Who's asking for election results? Peter Obi won. Peter Obi wins. President of Nigeria. Hopefully, though. Hopefully, because based on what reports that we've been seeing on the news, Twitter, everywhere, really isn't looking favorable. But nope. We just hope and pray that Peter Obi wins. This game is actually supposed to be starting real soon though. I don't know why it's taking so long for the teams to get into the lobby. Good. Glad you could join us tonight. Next match is supposed to be starting soon. I don't know what the delay is actually. No idea what I'm trying to get in contact with the ref so we can get the lobby started. We don't have time. People gotta go to work tomorrow, Monday morning. I'm not even happy that it's Monday. Weekend is too short. We need one more day between Saturday and Sunday. Light, what's with the emoji? Or what's got you uninterested? Shit, now I have to start doing maths. Well, yeah, it was actually a discount for like 600 and something rubles, which is looking at around, is that up to 5k now? Yeah, probably around 5 or 6k. Like one ruble is about 11 naira or 10, so it's like 6,400. Next match is starting really soon, really soon, because the ref is already logging, so I should get the invite very soon. Just be patient, guys. Be patient. The game will start soon. You can always rewind. You can always rewind. Don't worry. While before the next match starts. No, you see. All this sound's not too high. Well, that if we have tournament lobby, but unfortunately we couldn't get our hands on the tournament lobby for this DECA Cup tournament because we didn't apply for it early, and like the whole, I don't know what happened though, but we couldn't get the lobby on time, so we just have to manage with the 6 bands. Although I think maybe in the future we might be, maybe for like the grand finals or semi-final stages, we might be able to see the tournament lobby. But for this group stage and probably quarterfinals, there are no 5 bands or 10 bands. I know, right? But it depends on the heroes you meet on those lanes. If you have like a weak XP laner, I mean, most XP laners aren't that weak, but you know, there are some that you could gank and get some kills on. Well, not easily, but if you know what you're doing, you can. Like, Joe is very, very cunning, you know. Dash in, dash out, get some CCs, but he's still quite a bit of a weak XP laner, so you can actually gank him and possibly get a kill. But still, it's always a better option to gank the gold lane, you know. So Outwit actually made a lot of mistakes on that. Also made a lot of mistakes in that game, you know. Next game is Hex versus White Lotus. Let's see if I can fix this. Which guys are team 2? This is team 2. White Lotus. God damn, so many logos. Waiting for the ref to invite, so please be patient. Please plug your phone, don't let it die. Why is White Lotus logo? Where did I save it? Outwit. There we go. There's the invite. But there's still something I need to change right now before that. Ah, there we go. Yes, finally. You know, you have to consider the fact that they're now no longer playing on green pink. They're now playing on a high pink. So really the choice of heroes has to be, you know, has to correlate with how well you can handle 120 ms. For some, I really want to say I can't really blame them. Yeah, Clint was really fed. The ganks were really effective for him. Got fed, snowballed, carried the game, and here we were. I mean, Clint is also an fairly easy hero to play with high network. So cut my hair, bruh. This is not gonna work. Commit. Don't mind me, just making some adjustments to the in-game the draft this thing lobby. So at the moment I really can't see the chat, but I should be with you guys in a few seconds. That's good enough. Alright, yeah, so where were we? No, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Alright. Next match, in literally a few seconds. All the teams are in the lobby right now. They're ready, so we should be joining them very soon. I'm literally just, in fact, let me even show you the lobby. You know, here we are. I turn the music off. Oh, I reduce the volume. The MS is disabled. Yeah, exactly. So lots of factors that are really not making this tournament as lively as it is, but it's still putting up to be a very grand event, you know. MLBB or AOV. I tried AOV once Gameplay was decent. Gameplay was nice. Heroes are were actually quite nice. I can't remember any hero's name, but I think the one I played then was like a fighter or something. But I still think MLBB is better. Although there are some parts of the world where AOV dominates more, probably like Asia or something, because I know Asia is one of the leading continents that actually engages in MOBAs more than FPS games. So I think over there AOV might be a lot more interesting. But a lot of people here in this chat will definitely choose MLBB. Definitely.
Your team is banning.
And violence you shall receive. Draft phase ongoing. Do you guys want me to put it on a bigger screen, or is it okay like this? Because I want you guys to be able to identify that Hex is on the left, and or rather the team on the left is there and the one on the right. You guys need to be able to keep up. That's why I have this small box in the middle. But if you guys don't like it, then I can definitely zoom into a bigger screen.
Your team is banning.
Just our home. It is who we are.
Hex versus White Lotus. Bigger screen. Alright. And the bigger screens have it.
Among the planes. Your team is banning. Equilibrium.
Yeah, you guys like big things, don't you? Bans, we've got Curry and Eve ban off the sides of Hexadecimalz. Strong bans. White Lotus though, Atlas ban first. You see, here's the trick with Atlas and the likes of Atlas. If you have a Diggy player, there's really no need to ban him. You could just leave him open. I mean, that's like the smart move that Hex probably took, because Atlas is quite a bit of an annoying tank. But once you have Diggy solves all. Diggy mage, Diggy tank, Diggy hybrid, anyone, still as effective as ever. I mean, because now they've literally thrown Fredrin, who is a very, very strong jungler, to the hands of Hex. I mean, usually Psycho is quick to jump on Leo mod, but he had the choice of going for Fredrin, so why not? You can bait Diggy's ult, bro. Trust me, you can't really bait a pro Diggy's ult, honestly. I mean, you can try, and most times it works. You can actually bait Diggy's ult too, but then there are some pro Diggy players that you just can't bait. Like, I don't just understand how it happens. You think you have the IQ, you think you're doing it well, but then you just find out that you messed everything up. But still, glue. Actually, I wonder. I mean, glue now these days is easily countered by Faramis and Vexana. So I mean, I think they're trying to avoid that risk. Melissa, this is the second time Melissa is showing up, as well as Cecilion.
Your team is banning.
So we've got 100% appearance rate for Melissa, and well, so far 0% win rate.
Your team is banning.
To live.
Pick good and Faramis should be okay. Faramis ban. I can definitely anticipate the glue pick, like you guys said, actually.
Your team is all.
And somehow I think Hex have missed it, because I'm looking at a glue pick right now. Okay, Vexana is still open though, so they might want to pick that last. Glue got a nerf, but he's still being commonly used in high ranks, mythic and above. Actually, he's still quite effective even in the nerf. If it were be you, will you play Fanny with 120 ms Blue Storm? Ask yourself that question. If it were be you. Oh, Estes Rome, interesting. Lilian Mage. The fact that White Lotus are yet to pick their XP laner tells you, and they banned out Farmist. That clearly tells you that they're looking at a glue pick. But unfortunately, there's nothing Hex can do about it because they've already picked the XP laner. And wait, they've not picked the Roma yet. Actually, you could play Glue Room. Oh nope, it's gonna be Minotaur instead. Marty's anti-CC. Oh, never mind. There's actually no glue pick in this game yet. Can't write him off easily though. Phobius. This should be interesting. Yeah, they still like SP, but there is literally no intentions of picking glue. I don't know. I felt like the situation was just really comfortable for them to pick glue. We'll finish off what was left undone. Honestly, I'm actually considering. I can't really say if it was a wasted opportunity or not, because it looked so much like they wanted to pick glue, and then they went for Marsha. So Marsha versus Martis on the XP lane, and he's gonna be using an assassin emblem, so you'll definitely have a lot of movement speed and more damage. Marsha better than Phobius. I kinda wanna say no. Well, she'll be able to split push if she can get the chance to split push effectively, yeah. But there are a lot more chances here, because like Marsha is actually not that much of a team fight oriented hero. She excels more often in 1v1 situations, right? She's just going to get CC'd in this if she goes anywhere near a team fight. Try to get a bigger screen here. I mean, you're looking at the unending CC from Martis. You've got Minotaur stuns as well. Lilia's continuous damage, and let's not forget Fred's knockups and taunting. So that's a lot of damage there. Martis already level 2, but taking some damage from Marsha at this stage of the game. Oh, that's a good knockup. Oh yeah, actually, Minotaur's skill 1 got revamped, and it gives a knockup now instead of just a small damage, and it's quite good actually. Makes him more useful. Makes him more effective. That's the word I'm looking for. Psycho. Wow, this guy's brave. 1v2 looking for an invade, and he steals it. Red buff easily stolen, and somehow Estes has the blue buff from Akai. That's just a bad day for this jungler. Estes already got the blue buff, and now his red got stolen from a successful invade. And now we might be looking for the first gank of the game. Brody, very much aware. But this is a good reply though from Akai. Going in for Fredrin's red buff. But let's not miss the action on the gold lane though. I think we're gonna have the first blood. Yes, we are. And it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade off. He tried as much as possible to survive, but just couldn't. Oh, Esther's down, and just before the Lord as well. Oh, Mayawa's not done though. Too far away. Easy turtle for Hex. Cecilion, would they be able to get the kill though? Yes, Psycho showed up just in time, and still looking for the invade. I think he stole it. Yeah, he did. Ooh, missed the ultimate right there. Didn't get the kill, but definitely got the blue buff. They are really paying a lot of attention to this Akai. Losing the blue buff to your teammate, losing the red to your opponent, and losing the blue buff once again. That's sad. Good invade here from Maiwa, and lane cutting rather from Maiwa and Minotaur. And Estes has settled for helping out Brody on the gold lane. Psycho is so aggressive. As a jungle player, when you know the strength of your hero, Fredrin is a hero that can be played aggressively in the early game, but falls off in the mid to late game. Actually, mid game is even still quite strong, but late game, he's not all the best, but still he's able to tank out some damage and dish out some as well. So it's not just Psycho is aggressive normally, yeah, but Psycho is aggressive normally, but then it's good to be quite aggressive, especially at the early stage of the game where you have ganks like this. Take a look at that. This is what Melissa can do in team fights, and there goes a free double kill for her. Can she get a triple kill here? Nope, that's going to be one for Psycho. But she will get her hands on enough gold on that lane if that turret doesn't fall down as well. There goes the first lane to go down. Masha doing the most, trying to get this mid lane, but should have to retreat as Psycho's rotating skills brings him back. And in that case, he actually lost 2 turrets. Marat is able to take down the bottom side tower as well. Wow. Another free turtle for Hex. Facing off to the last DECA Cup champions / finalists. Not champions or finalists. Still goes either ways. Things that I can't actually remember who won, because I know it was a very, very pulsating tournament. Best of 5, going all the way 5. If you guys can remember who won the tournament, please let me know in the comments, in the chat. I'd like to actually remember, but I believe it was Hex. Melissa is just a pain. Melissa is one marksman you don't want to go up against on the goal lane. Take a look at this triple kill. Oh, never mind, that was one from Minotaur. Oh, Brody got the shot down, and he just now secured the blade of Heptasis. It was Hex, yes. Thank you very much, Slaughter. Marsha push. This is the what am I saying? This is literally the problem here, you know. Marsha can only split push. She can't join team fights. She won't be effective. And Martis isn't going to give her that chance she's looking for. I mean, she left XP lane to go and push mid lane while there was a gank at top lane, and she still couldn't even finish the job. I lost bottom lane as well. So Marsha pick definitely not the best here. Now this one is even looking quite lively. It's still 10 kills to 2. The first game we're seeing 7-0. Oh, hold on. Martis though. Okay. That's well played. Yeah, but remember that Melissa has her ultimate that pushes many heroes away from her. And with the amount of attack speed she has right now, with that Inspire plus Corrosion Skite and Demon Hunter Sword, I think Marsha's 4 HP bars will go down before she'll be able to touch her. Well, she has a skill too, the one that, you know, suppresses the basic attacks if it lands. If it lands. Greetings to you two undecided. Oh, now she's just taking some L's from Brody. 2 deaths already to the same Brody who she was dominating. And Marsha though, getting kills on the bottom lane. I can smell a comeback. I can smell a comeback. Yeah, that's the word I was looking. That's a skill, the disarm. Marsha starting to get her items. Already has a Corrosion Skite and Demon Hunter Sword, making those pushes. Comeback is possible. Comeback is looking possible. Oh, Brody went for Malefic Roar. It's gonna need a lot of damage to be able to penetrate. Oh, Estes gets taken down, and so did Cecilion. That million turned to fall, and Akai will leave just barely, actually. Tower is gonna go down on the mid lane. 57 seconds onto the Lord spawn. Oh my god, look at the damage from Lilia. You see, this is what I was saying. Triple kill. Marsha can't really do much. Melissa still dishing out those damage. SS needs protection. Unfortunately, the only protection he has in this game is from Akai. Even Marsha can't protect him. People still build attack on Marsha. She's a fighter. She's a fighter. You know, some people still build attack on Marsha. But I mean, yeah, most of the time now the builds you see are defense builds and HP builds. But believe it or not, there are people that build damage on Marsha. And she's actually doing quite well though. Still the only person whose death ratio is not more than her kill. She has a 210 KDA. With most of the towers taken down by her. Just look at this split push ability. Lotus didn't even bother going for the Lord invade. Just more towers going down. Marsha really pushing. At this point, I won't even be surprised if White Lotus wins this. Where is Estes going? Okay, never mind. He got away. That was very, very funny. Relax, I'm moving with the action. Estes. Okay, Estes is actually just starting to really play funny. I don't understand why he's leaving the team. Marsha forced to recall to help the defense. Minator is going in with the engage. Rage of Nova comes out. Melissa's unstoppable, gets those kills. Man, oh my days. Wait, is that a savage? I thought I saw immortality somewhere. Never mind. GG's game 2, sorry. Ends on a high note for Hexadecimalz, claiming the win with a maniac. The first maniac of the tournament. Hopefully the next one can be a savage. Dominion MVP 3015 KD. That was absolutely punishing. I mean, the Marsha did well. Let's accept that. Marsha did well. But Marsha was not the pick in this case. At all. And I can categorically tell you that the next games we're going to see from here are probably going to involve a Melissa ban. I mean, I don't really have to say much about it because she's a very, very annoying marksman to deal with on the gold lane. Only very few marksmen can really go up against Melissa. So you either ban her out, or you pick her, or you find a way to somehow counter her like they did in the first game. You know, they didn't even let her get fed. And I guess that's the mistake that White Lotus made here. But it is what it is. Game 2 concluded. Victory to Hexadecimalz. Now on to game 3. And I really hope we don't waste too much time waiting for the teams to get into the lobby. So on day 1, I know, right? No, you see, Estes is a very, very good support hero to play. You need to know, the thing with Estes is you need to have good positioning with your team. You guys should have seen the way Blacklist Venus plays Estes. That's almost how Estes should be played. Always following your team. In this game, I noticed Estes was literally moving with like 1 or 2 people. You're supposed to actually be moving with your team. You know, that's number 1. That's the essence of being a roamer, and that's how you play Estes, because you're just there to heal. You're not there to tank damage. You're not there to, well, I mean, you build tanks to survive more, but that's why there's Akai. Akai is there to initiate, tank the damage. You are just there to heal. Make sure just to heal your team and then pull out some CC with the second skill. He really didn't play SS that way. SS is a very, very good support. It's very, very annoying to deal with, especially if you don't build anti-heal. You will cry. Marsha is a good fighter, but in that game, Or maybe they could have been a different set of picks to actually help out. Late game, she was okay. She was trying. I'll give her that, but still. Cleanse too. If you can really position yourself very well and avoid the damage from her second skill, you will definitely be able to handle Melissa. But this game, they really fed Melissa, you know, really paid a lot of attention to Brody. And Brody's another scary marksman, so you do not want to feed Brody. That guy's damage is nuts. 3 damage items, you can go defense on the rest, and you're literally talking explosive damage. Just Heptasis, Blade of Despair, Malefic Roar, and if you're into the late game, Blade of Heptasis kind of falls off, you can go for Endless Battle or even the Hunter Strike. So thank you, Fox. Number 1, Marsha already has like 4 HP bars. You kinda don't need Estes for that situation. But Marsha won't be enough to protect Estes. You need CC, which Marsha sort of lacks, because the only CC she had is the disarm. From the second skill, I believe. Marsha excels 1v1. Yeah. That lineup that Hexadecimalz brought out was not a lineup that Marsha could easily engage in a 1v1 situation with. She won against Martis, yeah, but going into team fights, Session in late game, yeah, would have been a problem actually. If that game had gone longer and Session had gotten fed, Session and Brody, they were already starting to carry the game. If that game had gone a little bit longer, they might have had a chance at winning. Nathan, now will he? Actually, Nathan has very, very good damage, not gonna lie. I think Nathan actually stands a chance. Moskov, yeah, his new passive, the updated or the revamped passive is quite scary. I mean, you could literally stand quite a few, yards away from the minions and his passive will still strike you. I think Moskov 2 might be good enough to counter, but then again, that Melissa skill 2 is the key factor. That thing has a very wide range, has a very wide range. Layla, come on, no, not now. Funny enough, Layla has quite a good early game, but I still don't think Layla is one marksman that you want to match up against Melissa. No. Well, late game she's definitely going to suffer. And even late game to Melissa will still beat her, because Melissa's skill 2 will just be there. In my opinion, I think the best option would probably still be Clint. Honestly, I feel like it might have still just been Clint. Well, I saw somewhere around on YouTube where Cloud is a bit of Cloud is a bit of a good counter against Melissa, because he can easily reposition himself and avoid the damage from her skill 2 with Dexter's mirror, his skill 2. He can easily just reposition himself with that skill, and his damage is quite decent enough. Once you have your Demon Hunter sword, you'll be able to dish out quite a good damage and kill Melissa. Irithel late game stomps. I think she probably need like 3 basic attacks to get the job done. That's the thing. Melissa outranges everyone. Every marksman on that lane, Melissa outrages. Now you're talking, Destiny. Picking non-marksmen to go to the gold lane. Now that's a bit of a good way to counter her. Lunox number 1. We can't actually mention Carrie, because Carrie now is permaban. Unfortunately, Carrie sleeps in the ban lists. Where's game 3, by the way? Yeah, I said I was going to get the name of this team, and I must. Bloody hell, that's funny. That thing should actually be in the description. Ah yes, Shinobi no Itoki. Shinobi no Itoki. That's SNI. They're a relatively new team. I think this is the first time I'm hearing of them. D2 of which squad? Ah, Shinobi no Itoki. Yeah, Itoki. Gushin top 1 forever. Agato. Welcome to the stream. Are you Gushin top 1 though? Ah, OS. We have OS in the chat though. Undecided. Undecided, what happened? OS on their debut in the Mobile Legends tournaments, I believe was it in the Contest of Champions? Because I know OS wasn't in last season's DECA tournament, but in the Contest of Champions, OS were able to make their way to the finals. Yeah, I think they got to the finals or even the semi-finals if they didn't win it, that is, because I know OS really put up a very good fight against Superstars Qinekt, and it was very fantastic. You guys should go and check out the video. It's probably in the 1080 channel there somewhere. But OS, what happened? Your D2 is in the major tournament and your D1 is nowhere to be found. You owe us an explanation. Cloud is Belleric's food. Belleric's food is any marksman that relies on attack speed. Literally all of them. 1-1, Cloud, Mia, Layla, Moskov. And actually Moskov, I feel like Moskov is the one that has like the fastest attack speed. You know, Moskov might be the one with the fastest attack speed, combining his skill 1 attack speed build, Trinity build, corresponding demon, also gold staff, and his skill 1 and inspire. You know, Moskov really suffers a lot in the hand of Belleric. Just literally stand in one place and combine your vengeance with the blade armor, and you just be seeing your enemy going pop pop pop. The pink, yeah, that pink. I believe if the server wasn't taken down, we might have had a completely different set of teams for this, a completely different set of 16 teams. Other players, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. Wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about Gushin top 1 or Belleric's food? MMs. Next game should be up in a while. A few minutes. Yeah. We're waiting for game 3. We're waiting for game 3 shortly. Very shortly. Very shortly. I'll leave you guys for a few seconds, actually. Just a very short intermission and we should be right back. My throat's starting to really get a little bit cracked up. So please stay with us, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be right back for game 3. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, guys, we are back. Quick recap of what has happened so far. Game 1, Outwit Esports versus Alpha Zeros. Alpha Zeros taking the victory. Game 2, Hexadecimalz versus White Lotus. Hex taking the victory there as well. So that's 3 points respectively for Alpha Zeros and Hex from Group 1. And the first match from Group A and the first match from Group B, which should be commencing anytime soon. Shinobi no Itoki versus Undead Allianc. Right? Yes, I believe. Undead Allianc. Yeah, Sylvana is a very, very fine hero. Princess of the Monian Empire. That skin made her look really, really nice. Moonlight something. Can't remember the name. Layla best tank. I agree with you. Come on, I didn't even get up to 2 minutes, Rex. Calm down. Calm down. Rex, where's your squad, by the way? Have you guys returned to the tournament scenery? Let's know if we should be expecting something. Anyways, draft phase is already up and running, so let's join the teams in there right now. Well, excuse me, but Xborg? Since when did Xborg become a priority ban that he stole first place ban for Shinobi no Itoki? Sicilian ban for on the side for Undead Allianc. Carry, no surprise there. I believe Carry now has a 100% ban rate in 3 games. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yes. Easy, just Gmail, your Gmail settings and that's all. Your Google settings and that's all. Beatrix, I'm guessing you're a Beatrix main and you must really love Beatrix so much that she's literally your YouTube name. Oh, Zask. The confidence in that first pick. Yuzhong. Next tourney. Alright. You guys were all here. I mean, it's literally been like 3 tournaments since the last time we saw Faustin's squad, and I believe that's ages or so, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think your squad is ages Faustin's, but it's been like 3 tournaments, 3 major tournaments that since the last time we saw you guys. So I'm expecting you guys back soon. Another Barat's pick tonight. Oh, there's Atlas. Wow. Undead Alliance really pulling in with those drafts. Atlas pick followed up by an Estes, following an Estes Rome. And they still banned Diggy just to be safe. From the draft, I think Undead already have this game in the bag. Just from the draft, I'm curious. Oh, you're out of ages. That's interesting. Martyrs ban. Fair enough. Oh, Clint. And that's the 3rd Melissa game today. 3 games straight for Melissa, but unfortunately she couldn't maintain 100% win rates. But hey, it's already 50% win rates. Let's see if they'll be able to make use of her here. But this is a bit of an interesting matchup. We've seen what happened in the first game between Clint and Melissa. Ooh, Basha Jungle. Where's the retribution? Ah, there we go. Diggy ban, there was no need for the Diggy ban either, but still to be on the safe side, they took him out. I know, right? It's already looking quite solid here for Undead Alliance, but there's still a lot of game to be played here. You see Hilda. Let's just leave it at that. The things I've seen since Hilda's revamp has been painful, frustrating, and annoying, if not more. She's very, even with tank build, she deals so much damage to squishies that you just be like, why? How? I mean, that's just quite how good she is now. But I can't say I agree with that choice of emblem on Hilda. Why Festival of Blood? If you're going with the damage and fighter emblem, you probably should have gone with the last. I don't know. I don't even know what the name of the foot one is. Hilda without sprint is kind of bad. Her skill 1 is literally a sprint already. It's better to take something. It's not that bad though. Scary she's played Rome, bro. Dealing with Hilda on XP lane is a lot worse. Hilda late, walking HP. You sure about that? Don't let her catch you 1v1 in late game. Because I believe she'll still melt even the squishy heads of heroes if she gets the whole combos right. I mean, just take a look at this. Even Yuzhong, look, are you seeing this? Are you gonna get rid of first blood? Oh no, never mind. She couldn't tank the turret damage. But just look at it. Yuzhong, who normally dominates lane in early game, the early stages, at level 2, Yuzhong is already lowering your HP by stacking up his passives. Can't even handle this Hilda very well. She has just a lot of heal. Her passive, just walk into a bush and start regenerating HP. It's annoying. Meanwhile, on the gold lane, look how Melissa is really giving it to Clint here. I mean, they're both going against each other quite well. But Clint having the upper ground, I believe. I think he's doing a good job at zoning out Melissa here. Look at this. Oh, she's quick to pop the Inspire. And Clint has to defend. What's going on the mid lane? Who secured the Lethal Wanderer? Basha is level 4 already, so I believe he did. Turtle number 1. Atlas getting a good stun on. Oh, he was altered. And Ishiki gets the first blood drawn. Major team fight breaking out here. Hilda getting to the backline and taking Farsa off the map. Yuzhong now trying his luck, but not enough damage. Oh, is Basha going for the follow-up? Never mind. Safe and sound. Wow. That's just absolutely annoying. What is going on here? Are you guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing this? The battle for who regenerates the most. Oh, but Yuzhong actually looked like he was winning that fight there for a second. Slightly early. Just slightly early. But with Basha already on the top lane, I think they might go in for the gank. It's looking possible. Zask is here, so is Estes. Now Atlas switching his attention to Zask, who ults. And here comes the Feathered Edge, trying to get the kill on Melissa. Following up, Atlas gets the ult, but that will really not be that much effective as he gets taken down. More damage coming out here. Clint trying as much as possible. Oh, that's too deep. Can he get... Will he die to Zask? Yes, he will. Killing spree for Zask. Carrying hard. Oh. Shinobi no Itoki are really taking this game though. 5 kills to 3. Heroes that can regenerate HP just as well as Yuzhong. I know, right? Both of them be testing HP regen. I think Clint and actually it depends on the player and it depends on who gets more items first, more damage items first. But you see, one thing with dealing with Clint, right? Oh, top bottom lane. One thing when you're dealing with Clint is the fact that you want to get, when you're dealing against Clint rather, you want to get what's the name of this item again? Steel legs, steel leg plates. What? More damage. Oh, that's double kill for Ishiki. Yuzhong supremacy. Zas got away. Yeah, steel leg plates. If you can get that, you might be able to reduce just how much damage that Clint deals. Or you can even go for dreadnought armor. Decreases an enemy skill attack, and I actually prefer going for that personally than going for the steel leg plates. Clint mid lane. Good sense of rotation. Heading back onto the gold lane. Are we expecting another gank? Oh, Clint's just secured his endless battle. So, yes, we are. That's a nice 3-man stun there from Atlas. And here's the follow-up. Clint's dishing out massive damage. Faded airstrike comes out. SS taking off the map. Melissa still trying as hard as possible to get some damage out. Doesn't get the kill on Clint, but will Clint come back? No, he won't. Not much left here. 1-for-1 trade-off. Roma's going down respectively. Melissa though taking a lot of damage, won't be able to defend her turret, and it's gonna go down to Clint. Why would you buy both? You're just taking up 2 item slots and you're delaying getting your own items. It's better to just get one and then start focusing on your main damage items instead of going for 2 of them. Because steel leg plates actually is more preferable for a lot of people because it's not all that expensive. It's literally about how many golds? It's just 160, I think. But dreadnought armor is much more effective when you're talking about skill based damage. But don't go for both. Don't waste your item slots getting both of them. Just get one. Yuzhong finally gets shot down. That's a killing spree. Zask though, I gotta say, Zask is really playing very. Oh my days. 4-man wipe on the bottom lane. Talk about a counter gank. Are you gonna push or not? It's not about spamming recall. He almost missed that chance too. Can Clint take this mid lane turret before chaos comes to him? I believe so. Yes, they will be able to secure the mid lane turret. Conceal. Getting the stun on Melissa, trying to outplay as much as possible. But I highly doubt that'll be effective. Atlas quick to ult. And she's down and out. You're playing Layla against Clint. Just go for dreadnought armor and then maybe you build your Wind of Nature next. Although not advisable to take Wind of Nature as the first item. You might want to go for your like Scarlet Phantom or Berserker Fury, or maybe even Haskell too. But don't take both of them. You're just gonna waste gold, waste item slot. Not the best bet. Barat's getting a good ult there on Atlas, and he does not get away. Pure Bliss is unstoppable. I know we all made it look as if Undead Alliance were going to win this game, and actually not like we made it look, it did look like they were going to win this game, but SNI are kind of controlling right now with a 2k gold lead and 11 kills to 9 at 9 minutes of the game. They don't really have the towers to speak for them, as they've only been able to secure 1 tower against Undead Alliance, but still they're not lacking too far behind. Melissa is already getting some decent itemization. We should be expecting some serious late game damage very soon. Zask carrying as hard as he can, 405 KD, having the Clock of Destiny and Feathers of Heaven. Atlas is gonna go in, and Zask will be quick to ult. knowing fully well he's in a safe position. There's not much to, oh, Atlas went right back in with a flicker alt combo, but would that be enough to serve a purpose? No, it's wounds. Unstoppable for Zaz. Estes trying to get away, petrified and rooted on the spot by Yuzhong, and there goes the shutdown from Farza. Indeed. Oh, SNI trying hard to turn things in their favor. Yeah, they won the draft, but now executing the gameplay is becoming a bit of a problem for them, and I don't really understand why. And just like that, you're gonna have a free lord for SNI. Farsa has been doing well so far. Actually, she's been doing quite well. Her follow-up has been very, very immense. Her contribution has been very, very immense. Atlas, I was about to say it, and I was wondering why Atlas is squishy. Why would you go for Radiant Armor first item? I mean, yeah, Zaz has quite the damage, but I still think Athena Shade is what you should go for. For Zaz, you see, the thing with Zask is he deals continuous damage, but then at the same time, it's kind of like burst. It's like burst damage. So you actually need, yeah, here are the builds. You actually need 2 magic defense items on Atlas, in this case, against Zask. He's going for the Dominance Ice next. Went for Rapid Boots as his choice of boots. Clint solo defending the Lord. But UNDR to the rescue. Oh, Basha able to track down a low HP Melissa, and can he get the kill? Yes, he can. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, towers are going down, and now Shinobi are making their grand walk towards victory. Exactly. Dominance Ice should have been the first item, but I think it was just due to the fact that Zask was really everywhere and dishing out way too much damage to him, and he decided to just, you know, build the Radiant Armor. I'm not saying it was a bad decision. I'm just saying that I think something better could have been done. They're probably taking the Dominance Ice first, or maybe even taking an Athena Shield first, and even the choice of boots too. Rapid Boots on Atlas. Not the best though. I mean, what's the movement for? You have your skill too. You have Flicker, just like that, and we've got an Engage. Atlas taking down. There goes a shutdown from Clint. That's a double kill. Possible triple kill? Never mind. 2 double kills, 1 for Zask, 1 for Clint. Clint is being chased real hard, but he will survive. Oh my god, I feel okay. I'm really sorry to say, but right now I feel dumb. I feel very, very dumb. Do you know, I didn't actually realize that the Basha was to counter at Estes this whole time, and it's just now that you said it. And you're right, yeah. Anti-heal doesn't stack at all. But the Dominance Ice is not actually going to be for the Estes, so it's probably going to be more directed towards Melissa. Reducing her attack speed is going to be very, very useful. Still though, anti-heal is still recommended to build it. I mean, Dominance Ice is one item that is really, really useful for every single tank or every single Roma hero that you're going to play. Dominance Ice is like that standard item that always has to be there in your build. Always. Literally. Clint gets taken down to Hilda. Pure Blaze with some amazing retry skills. They're able to secure the Lord for his team. Yuzhong not getting away from that. 3-man down versus 1. 3-man taking down against 1. Lord making its way down the mid lane. Nightmaric spawn. Are we gonna have some focus on the base? Yes, we are. Farza pops out the feathers of heaven. Feathered airstrike, sorry. But that will be it. The unexpected turnaround of events. How the tables have turned. UND won the draft phase, but nothing they could do about the execution. And here we are with Shinobi no Itoki taking their first win in their group. A very, very remarkable gameplay actually from both of them, especially from Zask. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Zask was very, very good. Even with all the anti-heals coming off the sides of UND, Estes was still able to catch a whopping 0618 KD. Yeah, plus Basha is like 100% anti-heal. Well, I believe, and that concludes the day 1 of the DECA Cup tournament. We are glad you guys could join us here tonight. Hope you guys had an amazing experience. I mean, the last game actually was very, very tough. Much more interesting than the first two that we've seen, which seemed to be one-sided, but they were all still very, very interesting nonetheless. And this is what we expect from a tournament of such high quality. Some of the best teams in the world coming out to play against themselves in the race for who will be crowned #1. So once again, that concludes the games tonight. We'll see you here tomorrow night for game 2. If you want to be aware of the fixtures, they will definitely be dropped before 12. I hope before 12 tomorrow. So keep your eyes and ears to the YouTube channel, Discord server, Instagram, Twitter for any information you need at all, and we'll be happy to oblige. Once again, good night and peace out.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take